Podcast with your host, Clinton Washington, and your co-host, DeAngelo Gillespie. Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 2 Cent the Podcast. I am your favorite uncle around town. My name is Clinton, last name Washington, and I'm sitting here next to me is Mr. Single out here in these streets.
That's a fact.
Mr. A.T. Alien.
That's true too.
Mr. You know what, man? We gonna have to be a little respectful today. Today's a special day.
Is it our anniversary?
That sounds a little suspect, but no, it's not our anniversary.
Oh, okay.
But we got some guests in the house today.
We do have guests.
And we have these guests in the house today where we're going to be talking about Shades of Love.
That is a new series, people.
Yeah, new series. And Shades of Love is, I'm asking people, what is your love color?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sometimes you go through your relationships, your ups, your downs, and we're going to relate those ups and downs to colors. Sometimes your relationship gets into the gray area, the black area. Sometimes it has some very vibrant colors where you're feeling great, good about your relationship. But we just want to know what people think. And we want to know what kind of advice you can give people in their relationship.
Yeah.
Now, we got very special guests here. So you guys that are listening to the podcast, you can expect my co-host to be on his best behavior.
Never.
Because what we have in the house here today, applause, please.
And you can't do the applause before you introduce people.
Hey, we have DeAngelo's mother in the house. Her name is Carla. Hi, Carla.
Hello.
Carla's in town visiting, and she has Army veteran with her. Kind of.
He is a vet.
He's a vet. This is DeAngelo's father.
Yep.
What's up, Tony?
What's going on?
You know, we got Tony up in here. Tony is an Army veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And
thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
And, you know, we're going to probably do an episode of how to sternly raise your son
Oh. You can't do this, huh?
without going to jail. Okay.
I give up.
Hey, but you know what? We wanted to do something kind of special since the family is visiting in town for Tony's birthday. Happy birthday, Tony.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, you guys that are, what did they call the cigarette, not the cigarette, but the cigar guys that, so if you got any good spots to get some good cigars.
I don't know
You know,
what is the name of a cigar guy? You might know. I don't know. Like who's
a cigar connoisseur?
Who rolls a cigar? What's his name? A roller?
I don't know.
I don't smoke enough cigars. No.
I don't know. But if you're out there, you know where to get some great cigars, let us know. We want to pass it on to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a cigar guy.
I would appreciate it, guys, if y'all could just send some my way now, hand rolled.
Okay. So, you know what? We're going to get into this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Carla, we're going to start off with you. Ladies first. Now, you know, audience that's listening in.
How long?
Oh, what's that?
Never mind. You wrote down Shades of Love and what we're looking for.
Yeah, I already said that.
Are we looking for the same thing? Never mind. Never mind. Go ahead.
What did Tony tell you earlier?
I forget.
Pay attention so you don't have to play catch up.
Don't worry about it. All right, go
That's
ahead.
my son.
You guys know my host. He's
Like
yeah. He's that guy. He's just, you know, sometimes he's here, sometimes he's there,
go ahead. Start.
or sometimes he's there.
Man, first of all, that effect lasts way too goddamn long. Let's go. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so Carla,
Yes.
you got to get up close to the mic.
Mama,
You can't avoid this.
All right,
This is going down. So Carla, how long have you and Tony been together?
Together? About 26, 27 years.
26, 27 years. Okay. 26, 27 years.
And you guys know I agree.
Okay.
I'd agree with the woman.
Now, listen.
I'll let you start the questions, partner, and then I'll jump in as I see fit. No, I mean, I was going to let you ask the questions. I don't want you to get all your questions out before I ask mine.
I don't even know where you're going with that, but we go keep it going.
Go for it.
But Carla,
Yes.
we want your story.
Her name is Mama.
We want your story on how you met. Give us your version.
We used to work together,
Okay.
and that's how we met.
Okay.
Man,
You
that's
met
Tony.
working together. Okay.
Ask Tony the question. I can tell.
No. You know what? I'm going to drag it out of her. So you guys met on the job.
Correct.
The first time Tony approached you, were you receptive to his approach?
No, we was friends.
Okay.
We was friends for maybe year and a half.
Okay. What was it about Tony where you preferred to just be friends instead of pursuing a possible relationship?
I really wasn't looking for a relationship. We was friends amongst other friends.
Okay. Tony, evidently you didn't come with your best game that day.
Oh, no.
I didn't know he was interested in me.
No, you don't get the answer for him.
No, I didn't.
No, you had your chance. You had your chance.
Exactly.
You had your
Thank
chance.
you, son. Thank you very much.
You had your chance to answer.
Tony, do you remember the first time you approached her?
It really wasn't an approach, so to speak. Because like she said, we were friends amongst other friends, so it really wasn't an approach. It wasn't even something that we discovered that we had interest in each other that particular way. So it wasn't an approach, to answer your question.
No, so you were just
Okay,
hanging out together. So y'all had a group of friends,
Correct.
and y'all just happened to be friends. Okay.
Okay, so listen. How did you get to the point of starting to date? Now, any woman I've ever met, I had some intentions.
Hold on, man. You can't jump to that, man.
No,
Hold on. No, she already said she was very dismissive of my.
Hey, listen,
Oh,
you're not
now?
finna defend your mama here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm catching myself doing. I'm catching myself holding things that I would say if it was somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody said, "Well, we started off, we were friends," and I'm like, so you still wanted to talk to her?
You want to say bullshit.
No,
But,
I don't want to call bullshit.
Hey,
I mean,
look, his dad told him before you start, listen, son, you're highly intelligent. You don't need to do all that cursing. And as you guys have listened to the
I didn't curse
podcast, DeAngelo normally is the cursor on the, is that a word?
The cursor.
The cursor. The person that uses the foul, inappropriate language, but this podcast is rated.
All right, I have a question. Well, okay, so she wasn't. Okay, so y'all were friends. Did you have it? Did you have an interest in her at all?
The thing that drew me my interest was her strength. To be honest with you, was her strength.
Man, you can't see nobody's strength. Cut it out.
No, you can listen. You can listen to someone and you know when they're not lying. So her strength kind of drew me towards her, and it drew that friendship. It drew it out of that circle of a friendship more into a like, who is this?
Oh,
Who is this? Because it was more before that. It was more of just a joke, laugh, high by thing.
Okay.
And when she spoke about things that involved her, her strength kind of just drew me in, and I'm like, hold on a minute. I've been knowing her, but I don't know her.
What was the one thing that stood out about her in that when you speak about those strengths?
It was her battles.
Okay.
It really was her battles.
Her battles.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. When I meet a woman and she got some battles, I just try to go home. I'll be honest with you.
I don't blame you, son.
How battles don't have nothing to do with me, man. I might as well just, hey, listen, if she's already fighting them and she's good at it, I don't got no reason to be in this.
I understand that, but what you have to understand also is that you have some also.
Ooh, yeah, I know.
You have some battles going on.
Exactly. So I'm already tired already. Shit, I mean, just jumping in her shit. So you said her battles. Explain
Yes.
when you say her battles.
It's almost like let me try to draw an analogy. If you're doing push-ups and you already got a number in mind that you want to do. Okay, you want to do 20 push-ups, 30 push-ups, whatever it may be, and you getting close to that, and you're just about tired, and you say you're almost there. You're almost there. If I can get there, I'm gonna stop at this number. And once she got there, she kept going.
That is a terrible analogy. I don't want to meet nobody who's struggling in life.
She wasn't struggling. She
So-
was
so
fighting.
wait.
You said,
She
I'm talking
was
about.
fighting.
I'm sorry. You said she had battles, and I'm not going to ask you to go into your wife's battles. I'm going to say, okay, so she had battles going on, and you found that attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
No, it was the determination. It wasn't just
Oh, okay. So,
things that none of this that she was going through was really pretty much self-induced.
okay,
It wasn't
okay.
self-induced. It was put in her lap.
All
pretty
right,
much. It wasn't-
Shivery.
it wasn't
Okay,
things.
Shivery ain't dead.
Well, I'm just letting you know. You asked a question.
I like it. Go ahead, Clint.
So Carla, listen, you were going through these battles, all right? And, Carla's giving us these hand gestures. Let our audience know. Carla was like, you know what? Y'all not finna ask a lot of personal questions.
No, first of all, listen, and you're right. These are my parents, so y'all know, I'm gonna be respectful. Well, we're not gonna ask personal questions. We're gonna ask things that you guys open up. So be mindful of what you open up is open for discussion. If it's not open for discussion, just let us know, and then Clinton won't ask about it.
I didn't say I wouldn't ask about it, but if you want to speak for me and be proven wrong later on in this podcast, it's up to you. Carla,
Yes.
you were battling.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Were
My
you
mom-
winning?
My mama don't like that kind of talk. That sounds
No.
defeatist.
Hey, and that's what I wanted to get to.
I'm just saying because I know my mama.
Okay, can-
y'all said I was battling? I wasn't battling. I was going through something. But
Can we finish talking to your mama?
my bad. Go for it.
All right. So Carla, you was battling.
I think he's referring to when I was single with kids and my mom.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have broke some ice. You were single, raising how many kids?
3.
Boys, girls.
3 boys.
3.
Okay, Tony.
So, hey, you know what? That right there says it all. You raising 3 boys? Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Well,
Now,
that's a soldier for real. Thank you for your service. All right, sir.
you raised 3 boys. Evidently, there was a previous relationship. Tony comes in. He finds you being a single parent. He finds it attractive.
First of all,
When did Tony make that move to let you know how he felt? And was his game tight?
game time.
I don't know. I think, and I'm going to go back to it, the friendship made it there. You see what I'm saying? Because it was never he was chasing me.
Okay.
I think he honestly asked me to go to dinner without the group. And then that's when I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you remember y'all first date?
Yeah, you was there.
Oh,
I was there on
you
the
was
first
there.
date. On the first, I was finna say, Tony, I was just finna say, that's a terrible first date. I don't.
What made you
No.
bring your kid to the
I was
first
just finna say,
date?
Tony, you remember?
He took us to dinner. Why not?
Us?
He took all the boys.
Not the first date, but close to it.
Tony, do you remember the first date?
That's really hard because you're talking about.
I know y'all had been friends. Y'all
Yeah.
had been on outings together, but do you remember the first one-on-one date?
Yes, I remember. The
Where did
first
y'all
one
go?
on one date. I think we went to probably Captain D's or something like that, and I hate to play that down.
Man, I wish
as
I
if-
might take some.
I swear.
Wait a minute. You talking about
just
Captain
saying.
D's, the
I'm
fast
telling
food
you,
place?
I'm just
Wow,
keeping it real.
That's premium seafood.
Y'all want to keep it
in the
real?
South.
Do you want me to say we went to somewhere else?
now,
Now,
Please.
were you still in the military at this time?
No.
Okay.
Please keep it
Hey,
real.
we couldn't get Red Lobster, or
All right, man.
I wasn't trying to put on.
Okay.
I was just
Okay.
showing
you
who I
keeping it
am.
100.
I was just trying to keep it 100.
Listen,
That's
he
it.
took you to Captain D's
Listen,
after you bought a kid with you. It's like you going to for a happy meal.
No. They said he said this was the very first one. I ain't never even heard
I
this
don't
story.
remember that.
Yeah. It was something similar. Now I'm not just saying
Baby, I
Captain
think he was
D's in
still in
particular.
reserve.
Yeah.
Just the cool dude
I
from
was still
Decatur.
in
He was
reserve.
in reserve.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was on that military pay. You know, they live below the poverty line. Y'all talking about respect the troops. Give them a pay raise.
And if you live within your means and not trying to pretend, you show somebody who you truly are. Hey, you know, this is it.
Tony said, hey.
So, all right, Mama. So apparently you don't remember the Captain D's date. So which is the first date that you remember?
Okay, so forget the first date. What was the most impressionable date? The one that you just remember, you can never forget that date.
Don't remember. You all should probably move on up about 10 years.
Why? Hold on. Wait, y'all don't remember the first 5-10 years of y'all relationship?
You're talking 24 years ago. Do you know?
27 years.
20,
Okay, yeah, but you
we done
make
got 24, 26,
All right,
27.
all right, check this out.
We somewhere below 30.
But you still make this. Okay, I guess I don't know why Clinton asking. I'm asking because the first dates or your first impressions are what leads to 23 years. You can't have 23 years without a few first dates that make an impression. So I guess the real question is, these are not about, I don't think our questions are so much about dates as what made you say this person is different. I feel like everybody goes through relationships, or even if you're not married, y'all been married 23 years, but even if y'all hadn't, even if y'all was just around each other for 23 years, there's something that keeps you together where something clicks in your mind and says, okay, I can hang with this person. This person, that they get me. So we don't have to go through the first dates. What was the moment where you said to yourself, this person is not fly by night. This person is not fair weather. This is somebody I can talk to. I can be with. How did you see somebody? Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
I mean.
son, you said something there that was very, very key, and that was, this person gets me. Okay, so when you come from similar backgrounds,
Just a kid from Decatur. I feel.
exactly. When you come from similar backgrounds, okay, my wife grew up in Summerhill. I grew up. I was born and raised in a place called Scottsdale, and then we moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
Which is not just on the rim of Atlanta. You know, you have a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things that you really, really don't need to explain to other people, you know. So they already get you. They pretty much already get you. So that advance you a lot further in your relationship, you know.
So you felt like you guys had similar backgrounds, so you didn't have to explain where you was from and what you was about to. I mean, still, I feel like if I meet a woman and she has three kids and she's been married before, I feel like I got more to meet up to. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. Even if you know you're a worthy man, you still got things that you need to measure up to, because you got to remember, hell, I'm still single. So if I'm looking for a wife, I meet a woman with a child, I know she's been through something before. I still gotta be not better than that man, but I gotta show her that I'm different.
So that's good that you brought that up. I'm glad that you brought that up, because what that does, that digs deeper into that hole. And what it does is that it digs into how that individual was raised, or what that individual missed out on life. So I was raised without a father. Okay. So therefore, it made me want to be a father.
Be a father, better father than a father you know.
Be a father, because it's not a better father. If you was raised without your father figure, period,
absent,
at all.
Absent. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Completely absent. Not even a good. I hate to use the word stepfather, because a step is something you put your foot on. But if you was raised, I'm gonna just say it for the audience, a stepfather, so they know what I'm talking about. It makes you either want to not be one or be something better. And when I knew there were three boys involved, I had a job to do if I was going to pursue this relationship.
That's a lofty.
So
That's a lot.
That's
That's
a-
a lot.
that's
That's a
a
lot
lot,
to put in
man.
your. That's a lot to put in your backpack.
I just,
okay, so wait, hold on. Let me hold you right there, Tony.
Yes, sir.
We got to jump to Carla on that one. At what point did you feel that this guy was good for you and your 3 boys?
That's a good question. Answer the question, sweetheart.
man, I want to put y'all in a different room. She over here sending sign language and shit. I don't even know what it's okay for you to answer.
Answer the question.
No, on a serious note, the fact that when we did start actually talking for his dating, I like to put all my cards on the table.
Me too.
So I'm
man.
going to let you know, I got 3 kids.
Exactly.
I have my mom, and it comes with, I'm a package deal. I'm not just kids. I hate to put it like that, but I had my mom at the time, and I still do, and he was willing to take it all. So that not saying that was going to make me stay with him, but it made me take a different look at him. You see what I'm saying?
Because he wasn't afraid of that, or
Yeah, because he wasn't afraid and he was willing to do it with me. I was taking care of my kids myself. We was going to be okay.
goddamn right he was. Sorry. So you present. So I'm sorry, Tony. She told you she was taking care of her mom and her 3 kids when she met you, and you stayed around.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, player.
Exactly.
Hey,
So listen,
Okay.
Tony.
It made me do more push-ups,
Okay,
so to speak.
so that's what we're gonna call it. Putting in work is called now called push up.
Do the push-ups.
That's right.
So let's kind of bring you guys' relationship full circle. You don't remember the first date, so we won't start there. But at some point in this relationship, you're introduced to the kids. It's 3 boys,
Yeah.
right? And she has her mother, right? And both of you guys decide we're going to pursue this thing. What was the very first hiccup in the relationship?
That's a pretty good
I
question.
think the very first hiccup for me, as a young black man that's taking on this responsibility, and this is a heck of a responsibility.
How are you? I'm sorry, I got now.
Wow. I think I was 30. Now I'm telling my age, but I was 37, 38, somewhere
Okay.
around there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know, so therefore, I never raised a kid. I never have. But I know what I was missing.
Right.
I already knew this stuff, what I was missing out, and I said to myself, I would have done this and done that. Now, what would have, and I know we're not asking this question, what would have made things differently is that if there were a girl involved, it was like, God, I could do good. I could do well with boys, but I'm not sure I could do with a girl.
You throw the boys in the backyard and keep it pushing.
You know what's so crazy? I mean, we never had these conversations, but that's weird. Like, you think if it was a group of girls instead of boys, you think you would have looked at it differently?
No, I would not have looked at her differently. It would have made the situation different. It would have.
So you figured you could handle 3 boys?
Yeah, I could deal with 3 boys.
I want to get back to this
I
first
can't
hiccup.
I can't
Wait a
deal
minute.
with 3
Excuse
dogs.
Excuse me. We have 4 kids. Tony
Okay.
has a daughter. And
Okay.
I've always wanted a daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Forget that part.
So,
DeAngelo has a sister.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
so if you had the chance to trade in one of your 3 boys for another girl, which one would you get rid of?
Vic. I'm just saying.
You got to get rid of
Okay,
one.
we're talking about- we're
I
talking
would. I would not. I would take them all.
You take them
I
all?
would
All
take.
right.
I would
All right.
take them all.
That's not true. Listen, you got to
All
get
of
rid
my
of him.
kids are
That-
different.
D'Angelo.
I'm a twin, so we came as a package deal, and we was first.
So you got to get rid of it.
You got to get rid of this nigga. You ain't got no choice.
You
That's
got to
not
get
how-
rid of Vic because you
No,
can't get rid of
no,
the twin.
no.
Hey,
we was a
Vic
twin.
is the baby.
hey,
They're
and for the
jealous.
audience out there, if you guys didn't know this, you know it now. DeAngelo is a twin.
Mm-hmm.
He has a twin.
Yes.
And fortunately,
They're opposite.
they're opposite. Oh, Lord. Facebook is going, yes. Yes.
All right, so
Hey, wait. No. Why are you trying to rush us off of that?
Now I will say D'Angelo is very, very talented. He's very creative.
That's a fact.
He has a free mind.
That's true too.
And sometimes it works against him. He does not know how to slow down, pump the brakes a little bit.
I don't know that. I know that's true.
All of our kids are very talented in their own different ways.
Okay.
So wait.
I want you to know that's some shit parents say.
Okay.
And I want you to know if I had a
true.
kid that wasn't talented, I just tell him you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be
Do
shit.
you have a brother or sister
Stop.
that's not good? Yes or no?
That's not good. No.
Good at what they do.
Well,
You stopped at 3. That's
Yeah.
good. Well, no. Well, and that.
all right, we're getting off.
She knew. She said, "Listen, I ain't gonna push the
She wasn't
envelope here.
gonna-
We're
she
gonna
wasn't
stop
gonna
at 3."
gamble. If she would have gambled with 7, I would have said one of us got to have some problems. One of them, we probably wouldn't be talking anything.
That's true.
23 years of marriage. You guys dated for 3 or 4 years. Can't remember because we don't know when the first date was.
We dated,
but
definitely dated 4 years.
Yeah, okay, 4 years.
You know,
When he popped the question,
I remember that.
were you ready?
Yeah. It was a situation where his job changed.
Mm-hmm.
He moved cross town, and I couldn't go without a ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good for the kids.
so it's like
Man,
okay.
don't put that on us.
So basically, what it was,
How is it not gonna
if
be
you
good
go
for the
move,
kids?
you go put a ring on it before you go. I'm not following you without a
What we're
ring.
not going to do is keep
Words,
me
Renata.
up. You know, I'm
Right.
all of that.
She
I deserve
she
all
was
of that.
on this. We ain't gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend forever.
There we go.
We ain't gonna be shacking up.
I mean,
We ain't gonna be boyfriend and
everybody,
girlfriend forever.
everybody have their own
How long-
opinion on the way to do it. I didn't want to live with him.
Right.
How long had y'all been together before y'all got married?
3.5, 4 years almost.
Dude, did you not pay attention that they dated for 4 years? They've been married for
He's
20.
sitting in the back
Oh,
of the
Lord,
bus.
Jude.
Sitting in the back of the
First of all,
bus.
Tony, now I get it. You know your son better than
I
anybody.
told you,
You
I
know,
told you this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
You don't remember.
yeah, but see, y'all gotta understand how we grew up. I like Tony's a great father. But,
Wait. Hold on.
but
No.
what you don't know is my mother rules with an iron fist.
Hold
She
on,
coulda
no.
brought- She could have brought.
Stop.
She
Hold
could have
on,
brought
hold on.
home Cobra Commander.
He trying
I
to
still
call
gotta
him out.
respect him.
You are not finna cover over the fact that you ain't been paying attention
First of all,
to the.
I don't gotta pay attention. I live this shit. It's not like I gotta.
He know it.
You know, I'll be honest with you, but it's so funny.
Wait. Hold on.
And I
I'm
didn't
gonna
rule
cut you
with an
off.
iron fence.
Wait. Hold on.
Nobody believes that.
What was the first thing you thought about Tony when you met him?
Well, you gotta understand how.
No. Just answer the question. Don't try to sugarcoat this thing.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. You don't understand my mama. You gotta understand. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you something. My mother raised 3 respect.
What was the
I'm gonna
first
tell
thing
you. I'm
you
gonna-
thought
I'm-
of Tony when you met him?
If I just give the answer with no context,
We don't need no content. What was the first thing that you thought of Tony when you met him?
nothing.
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 You didn't think he was scary looking.
I'm
You didn't
gonna-
think
I'm
he was
gonna-
bad for your
nothing-
mother.
Nothing. I'm gonna tell you why. 'Cause
Okay.
I got to tell you what context. My mother raised 3 respectable young men.
Okay,
let me tell
maybe
you, let me tell you what
telling the truth.
let me tell you what my mother instilled in me and my brother. You are a child, and you will stay in a child's place.
Mm.
She will make the decisions. You will support the decision, and if you do not support this decision, you will at least respect the decision. I learned to love and respect Tony. I do not need to love him nor respect him. I'm sorry. I do have to respect him. I do not need to love him, like him. There's no ambiguity to how I should feel. You must respect this man because if she say he's good,
He good.
that is it. There is no, and in some parents, they have talks with their kids, and this is some new shit. This is some new shit about kids having opinions. I'm gonna tell you, there is no opinion. I had no opinion.
Carla was
Let me
asking
tell
for
you
your
something.
opinion.
I have no opinion on what's for dinner. These are your choices. You can eat, or you cannot eat. Those are the decisions. The dinner is the same. The dinner is the same. You can eat, you cannot eat. When I first met Tony, it wasn't a question of whether I liked him or not. It was, you're gonna respect him because this is who is in her life, and I trust my mother. I trust my mother now. If at that time we had very little say. You know what I'm saying? I can think of the first time I was really like, oh shit, Tony let me drive his Jeep to prom. That's when I was like, oh,
so he won you over then.
Won me over. I'm trying to, honestly, you know what I'm trying to won me over?
What?
When he bailed me out of jail. You know what I'm saying? When he was there and I could call my mama, you know, like.
Hey, this wasn't on your job application.
No,
you didn't tell us you had felonies.
No, you know what the thing is?
You know what I told
Tony has been,
Okay.
Tony don't try to.
Wait a minute. Did you tell Tony to leave him in jail?
No, I turned over and went back to sleep.
You know,
Wait. Stop.
Hold on, man. This ain't about me, man.
Hold
We're
on.
getting this shit.
He goes to jail. He calls home. You go back to sleep, but Tony goes to bail him out.
I was being hard. I had said
I've always told my kids, you
I'm gonna
get
stay
one
here. Don't worry
time
about it.
to make that mistake. You get one time. Everybody can make a mistake.
I mean,
He called me, DeAngelo. He don't call at 2:30 in the morning. I'm just calling to let you know I'm in jail.
yeah, that's what I told. You know what's crazy?
know what
And
I
that's like
told
what I
him?
said. That's
You know
like
what
what
I
I
told
said.
him? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like.
And hung up the phone.
Tony say,
I say, who?
baby, you gonna go get him.
We got to get him.
He got to figure out he don't want to be there. Let him sit.
You know,
he didn't stay but about 5 hours. He was good.
He was good.
You know, that was the first time
So
I said.
you ain't really gangster. You just 5 hour gangster.
Well, you know what? I don't know. One time.
I'm glad he's not gangster.
yeah.
I tell you
His
what.
his whole gangster is about 5 hours. So you know.
That's a trophy. That's good.
I
work.
I feel like, and I'm gonna get it back to the shades of love, but I feel like what really Tony don't try to be nothing. He just is, and I feel like that's the respectable part. He tries to make me and my brothers better men. He don't try to get into some shit to where I like everything y'all do. I'm for everything y'all do. Tony only asks one thing, that we be, and he has burned it in my mind for 23 years. He asked us to be accountable.
That's it.
That is the only thing he asks of us, be accountable.
Well,
Whether it's good or bad, the decisions you make, own it, be a man about it, stand on it, and however the shit play out, be accountable. That was the road. That's how you played it, and
Being accountable.
be accountable.
Always accountable.
That's it. He don't ask for nothing else. Be accountable. Be whatever the fuck you get into.
But have you always lived up to that accountability?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
One
not.
of the greatest gifts is that what we forget is that one of the greatest gifts that God has given us, and this is in the Bible, is that He's given us the gift of choice. So
Divine
I've
reason.
always told them is that you know wrong from right. When you choose to try to get away with something and it doesn't work out in your favor, raise your hand and say, "I'm the one." Yeah.
Okay. So now you guys are in this relationship. You got the kids now.
Got
You're
married.
raising these kids. You done gotten married. Here's the question. At what point have you felt... No, I'm going to ask it like this. What is you guys'
I got a question.
relationship... you really going to cut me off right now?
I was only partner. I was only gonna
Listen,
cut you
man.
off because I felt like, watch this. I felt like
you know
my,
what?
my
This
que-
is the thing. There
my-
needs to be a law that just because you over 5'8" doesn't mean you can
but
talk
listen,
over me.
My question,
that.
my question actually predated your questions.
But it don't matter.
Well,
I was asking.
but we're gonna have to go before your question.
You know
'cause-
what? I'm gonna talk to my agent and tell him this is not working for me.
I mean, can I ask a question?
So you guys have a relationship problem. You guys need counseling.
okay, check this out. I know
We
you
need
wanna,
the lawyers to redraw this contract. That's what we need.
check this out. Clint, I know you want to get to your question, but I want to ask a question that predates it before you, because I can tell you're in the middle of their marriage. What I want to know is,
You lived it. What do you want to know?
I know, but watch this. The question I want to ask is, you guys have both been married before this. What was the difference between this marriage that made you sure you were ready to do it again? Both of them are divorced.
My answer.
That's better than my
answer-
question.
Whoa, no.
My answer to that question is maturity.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Growth.
Yep. Maturity.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I wanted to ask that because we're getting into a part of the happy phase. I found somebody who gets me, and wants to be a part of a marriage and do this. But see, you got to remember, and this speaks to our failure is not final. Now, if we're going on a macro scale, we could say
what you don't want.
We could say these two people have already failed at marriage. Why would you be so keen to jump your ass back in it again? What makes you think you ready?
I want to explain my answer of maturity. Maturity doesn't necessarily mean you was immature. It means that you probably didn't recognize something that came your way. And what I mean by that is that sometimes you're in a relationship that wasn't meant for you, but you're gonna stay in it because you're immature. You know, and once you become of age, and once you really, first of all, get to know who you are, 100%. I ain't talking about 99. You got to know everything that you are about. And one of the worst things any person can do is lie to themselves. I could lie to you, and I could get away with it. But if I lie to me, I'm laying in bed with that same liar.
Damn.
I know I ain't never heard that shit in my life. I was like, oh shit. Tony,
He just made me want to take me in the other room and have a conversation with me about all the lies I done told to me, because me ain't been honest with me. I'm gonna tell you the truth, for real. God damn, counselor.
Bars.
Yeah.
How did it go? I'm sorry. Hey, hold on. We have a studio audience for this one. Clint is waving them off. Text me the question and I'll ask him the question, Gary.
You know, I tell you.
Hey guys, once again, my parents are in town and we amongst family, man, and so we got a few
Except
people.
for people that don't have hairlines.
We got we got a few people sitting in on the podcast, and I want Gary to text me the question because Gary's married too. So we do
honestly appreciate you guys thinking enough of us to have us on your show.
23
guys,
years. That's
it's worthy.
It's not just decades. That's
it's,
like
it's
a
not
century.
45 years, and it's not 3 years. So, you know, but you guys are doing a great job, and I hope all the listeners out there will find something of value in at least one of the podcasts. You know, and if you guys have any questions and stuff like that, these guys gonna probably leave you something to contact them with your questions and stuff like that. So
I got a question.
No, you got the last question. Carla, let me get back to you, please. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you're not gonna keep treating me like I'm short, man. I'm telling you. In some countries, I got some height.
All right, go for it.
You know, might not be this one, but you know, Gary understand what I'm talking about. His wife taller than him.
Hey man.
But listen,
about
Carla, you're in this relationship. You've introduced the kids. You got your daughters. You got your 3 sons now.
Well, daughter one.
I said your daughter.
You said daughters. It doesn't matter what you said. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh man, remind me.
I
Put this in my memo pad. Call lawyer in the morning.
My bad. My bad. Go for it, man.
So you guys got the relationship going. If you had to put a color shade to your relationship, what would that color be?
Now?
Weird question.
I guess blue.
Blue?
It's nice now.
Is it nice?
It has had its challenges, like any relationship.
I love it.
Tony, what would be your shade?
My shade will be if we're going from what's the spectrum here?
Let's say
I don't know what's good or bad.
From a black through a gray to whatever vibrant color, and vibrant would be a good thing.
Yeah,
but
it would be probably something of a amber, something, you know.
Okay.
Yellows, you know, because we always look at green as go and red as stop.
Right.
You know, that's what we normally
give me a
think
scale.
of.
Yeah, you know, and when she said blue,
Yeah, I'm
like,
thinking good.
But you know, it's so funny when you say blue. I would call it blue too, man. You got to remember, man, we are very
Basic.
We're not basic people.
Basic.
I wouldn't call us basic. You know, I would call us. We're a family who we don't seen both ends of it, but I feel like a lot of people don't seen both ends of it. What I mean is, I feel like I know we've come from humble beginnings. We ain't afraid to work. We know what it is.
And something where you're going has got something to do with love.
Well, I just feel like we know what it is to ain't have to don't have shit. And but I'm gonna tell you about people who ain't ever had shit. When you get some, it ain't so much that you appreciate it more. You just know what the other side look like, and you don't ever get too far from the shit, thinking that stuff can make up for it. I feel like my parents are in a blessed position.
Sometimes when I doubt that you're gonna make a point, you actually make a point.
I'm being honest. I
like that point.
Like people, like everybody in this room know where we been. So, but because you know where we been, you know that where we at. You know that shit don't mean nothing. I don't give a fuck about no cars and no housing shit. Because the truth of the matter is, ain't nobody in this room is afraid to go get it at Burger King. We gonna get it. We gonna get it anywhere. We ain't never gonna be down to where ain't nobody in this room gonna be down to where we too prideful to go get it. We appreciate where we at. We thank God for where we at. But don't make no mistake about it that we can't get it anywhere.
Yeah. All right. So now I'm
separating your wants from your needs.
But exactly. But it's like I've seen my mama get it. I've seen my mama go get it my whole life.
Well, Tony saw it too because he decided he wanted to be with her.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you.
No. Hold on. Let's get back. Let's get back to the shades of love and not DeAngelo's childhood where he only had one sock and two shoes.
You're right. He a better man than me. Okay, I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, Tony, I have a sister and mother. I have several brothers. So, y'all both were in relationships prior. You guys both have kids prior to these. How did y'all deal with co-parenting? Because see, I have a biological father, and my sister Tanisha, she has a biological mother. Now, I don't know how y'all dealt with. Y'all are a little older
your
than
exes.
Me, so yeah. So your exes, regardless of who they are going to make appearances in your lives. And sometimes it can be difficult, and I'm not asking you to go into those particular instances. I'm just going to ask you guys a very broad question and let you answer how you want to. How do you deal with co-parenting? Because you have to acknowledge them, if not address them. First of all, that was a good question. Oh, you're such a hater, Glenn.
Oh, he took it out.
Nah, go for it. Nah, he just wanted to play some.
I was just messing with him. No, seriously, answer the question. I like that question.
So how did y'all address?
For me, I pretty much reached out to Tanisha's mom a lot. I wanted her to know that I had kids, and I wanted Tanisha to come for the summer. And I pretty much assured her that I would have her baby to call her. And as women, it was important that Tanisha gets to know me, and she needs to spend time with her dad. So I just knew that I would be a more better communicator than Tony would on that level.
You thought you would be better.
No, I was.
Well,
because it worked.
Right.
All right, Tony, what say you, sir?
All right,
you agree with that?
So you guys want to keep it 100?
I want you to keep it all. I see. You know what? And Tony, I appreciate you because your wife just gave that canned answer.
No, Tony.
Hey, please don't coach your husband, please, man.
I trust.
Please don't coach him, please.
I trust that your audience are all adults, right?
Turn away from her. Turn away from her. Turn to me.
Anyway, to explain that to you, when you say co-parenting, that means two parents getting together, agreeing on how to raise a child. Am I correct?
Yes.
So I guess it's I guess when I say co-parent,
co-parenting.
Okay, so that does not apply in my case. Okay. So when my daughter was conceived, I was in the military. I was in Germany, and I think I was there for a couple of weeks. I met her mom, and
Mama, sit down somewhere, Mama. Mama, sit down. Mama, sit down. Mama, sit down. Let him finish. Mom, please sit down. Please sit down.
Remember, there's not an audience right now, so we can edit this out.
Listen, sit down somewhere. Mama, sit down. Tony, hey, I didn't even get to hear the answer.
Ladies, please check him.
I ain't even get. No, I will edit that. I'll edit it.
Tony, I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh my God. We live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to 2 Cent the podcast. We had a technical difficulty.
Sorry about that, guys.
And Tony was about to say some shit that got him in trouble. And we had to cover up the equipment and turn it off. But we back now. I think
you know what, that is the first. We have never turned the damn equipment off.
All right, so Tony, you said you were in a respectable relation.
No,
you didn't say that.
Just ask the question again. That way I can make my editing job easy. Just ask the question
After
again.
a week of knowing the young lady, I knew I was in love.
Okay. We're safely down the road. Okay.
Damn, Tony said, can I be
The
real?
contraceptive gave way.
Okay,
to the load.
we in the fast lane now. Keep going, Tony. Keep driving.
Talk that talk. He said
9 months later, I was a daddy.
He said
Okay.
He said the contraceptive gave. What? Oh, this is good.
Hey,
That is hilarious.
listen. Oh
man.
my God. Let me tell you something. Tony, I understand where you're coming from. I was once in the military, and I was also once reckless. Now, my end result
He did not
wasn't.
say, wait, Clint. He did not say he was reckless. Wait. He
Listen.
said the contraceptive gave way.
Yeah.
Reckless.
Listen. He
man.
wasn't staying in his lane.
That is hilarious.
Oh, okay. So now we have a baby.
Y'all gonna make my editing job super tough this week.
Okay.
I don't even know where to stop. Stop and start.
No,
this shit
keep
at.
going, keep going. We haven't stopped yet.
No.
All right. So listen.
Hurry up.
All right.
It's hot.
Varia know it's hot in here. Hey guys, we're filming live from my brother's home. He's
Yeah, that's where the family is visiting. So let's listen.
moving right
Listen.
along. Moving right along, sir.
Okay. So
That is hilarious. Tony, I want you to know.
Okay.
That was
I'm
hilarious.
going to try it.
all right, Tony. Listen.
And you
All
have
right.
made my night, sir.
Let's pick up. Let's pick up where Tony left off. Tony met a girl over in Germany.
All right.
He was a little reckless.
Shoot. Whoa.
Or either,
I don't want to use that word.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you, Tony?
20.
He was reckless because he was 20. At 20,
I
you
was
very reckless.
I wasn't. It was.
You know.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
okay.
Wait. Oh.
It
oh.
was reckless.
All right. You know what? You know what's
I
so,
said
you
no. It said go.
You know what's so crazy? If your wife wasn't in here, I get into this conversation about it, but I'm not because you do have your wife in here. So let's move on. Okay. So you met a young lady in Germany and you had a child.
All right, and you had this child, and
So you're a 20-year-old father,
Okay.
21-year-old father.
all right, you had this child, and
So therefore, the term co-parenting,
Yeah. That's where we're at. I have forgot what the hell my goddamn question was.
I cannot relate to that because it wasn't one of those situations where that she and I decided what was best and had constant conversations on how to raise this child. So
She was in the military as well?
yes, she was in the military.
Okay.
Yes, she was in the military. My daughter was born in Fort Polk, Louisiana,
Okay.
while I was in Germany. And she and her mom, we really never ever communicated unless, something desperately went wrong. So
Okay. From conception to,
Exactly.
I know you have a relationship now, but I mean, like,
no.
I'm talking about those 9 months. How did they go?
No, my daughter and I have a relationship, but her mom and I
okay.
do not.
Okay, no problem.
And it's not that she's mad at me and I'm mad at her. No. We're both in our damn near 60s.
That's where I stepped in.
Hey, mother. I'm talking to Tony. No, Clint, we can't let her interject. We let her do that.
of course, we got to let her interject.
No,
'cause this is hilarious to me.
Yeah, but I like Tony to elocute his point.
I don't know, but our audience is laughing, and I'm
All right, so all right, so
If I said anything to offend any female, please don't take it personally. It's not personally.
I understand.
It's not personal
I
because
understand.
I was just speaking. So
Too simple.
anyway, sometimes people engage in sexual contact and really don't know each other. That happens a lot more than you would admit.
All right. Hey, we're gonna go and jump off this because I can read my mother's face. And, see, Clint, you and Gary better stop laughing because my mama gonna make sure this shit don't come out at all. Now, y'all, I'm gonna be editing this shit all night. Now, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wait. Hold on.
What's going on?
Carla saved the day. She made sure.
It wasn't a big deal that he
just
said.
listen.
I like what he said.
Listen, Carla saved the day. She made sure that she built a healthy relationship with the child's mother, which then helped to build a healthy relationship with the child and her father.
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can I finish my point, please? Can you quit treating me?
I feel like I know them better than you.
Okay, but so
Go for it.
So which built a relationship, right? And the key to that whole statement of broken contraceptives and irresponsible 20-year-olds all turned out to be a great family dynamic.
Honestly, I feel like we do have a great dynamic. My mother is very close to my sister, and that worked out. So I mean, but
Tony, why you was over in Germany?
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, Clint. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. But going back to what Tony said earlier when we was out on the patio drinking, I don't think we should overlook things like this because it speaks exactly the way he was saying, and he was being very honest. And this is what he asked us to talk about earlier. He asked us to talk about leaving blood on the streets, and he took accountability.
Wait a minute, hold on.
No, honestly,
We need to explain that term, though, son. Blood on the streets. Blood on the street does not mean murder.
Yeah, go for it.
It means if you think, and I'm talking about men, because women know they give birth to children. Okay. Men don't know. Okay, they don't know if they've gotten a woman pregnant, if that woman has given birth to a child. So therefore, if you are a man and you suspect or you feel somewhere in your body that a woman is having your child or gave birth to your child, search it. Yeah. Search it. Settle your soul, fellas. Don't leave blood on the streets.
So, yeah, and I'm going to say that, but I say it all because in him being so candid with his own situation, like I feel like I don't want to shun that. And I know it doesn't necessarily put him in a good light, so I understand why my mother was like, don't say that, but
no, I think you got her interpretation wrong.
No, I know
she was saying don't say that.
She's saying it because she doesn't want my sister to feel no kind of way.
No, okay, she was saying that not for him. She was saying it for the sister and for the mother.
I understand.
She didn't want him to say something to be degrading to the mother.
But women can't.
You know something, guys. Hold on. Something. Both of you guys are right.
Women can't do that.
Believe it or not.
What you mean?
You're both right.
Women can't do that. You cannot make his point less potent.
It's not what he said.
To make you
it's
feel
how
that.
he said.
No,
It's not what you say.
But Mama, watch this.
It's how you say.
But Mama, watch this. If we are trying to reach the masses and we are trying to get the ear of
You
men,
can still
you can't. You can't. You got to tell some men. You got to tell some men exactly how it happened and exactly how it went down because some men they lose it in translation and the way he said it is exactly how me and how most men receive it.
So is this a man show now?
No. This is true. What he's saying. Listen.
So how do a woman perceive that?
Exactly.
So we got to go both ways.
She perceives it as disrespect.
Exactly.
But no one asked her.
A woman has to honestly realize.
I'm being honest. No one asked her. We asked Tony we asked Tony his own personal account of the situation. Watch this. If she could say it differently, then that is all power to her. We don't get to invalidate what he said. It don't make it no less true. Because guess what? No matter how he says it, we only received it one way.
This is what you're missing. There's a impact, your intent versus impact.
Exactly.
And the point of that she was trying to make, even though it is valid that men need to just stand up, say what they need to say, correct. You also have to understand that there's two people in the room that can't defend what Tony is saying.
Exactly. he is not saying anything inflammatory
Well,
to him.
that's
I,
in
I think it
your
was.
opinion.
I think it's the choice of word that I
Right.
use.
It's not what
So-
he said.
But
Tony, do you feel bad about the words you use? And I'm the answer. Mom, please don't answer.
I tell you what, no matter what kind of lipstick you put on it,
Here we go.
how you dress it up,
You're still a pig.
it's still going to be one thing over here and one thing over there, and you're going to get the same results.
You feel better about it if he put some lipstick on the mama? Because that's what he asking. Okay. Stop using that shit.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Moving right along.
Hey, listen.
All right. So
This is what we like our podcast to be. We like our podcast to be organic. DeAngelo gets to be himself. I get to be me. We don't have a script. We don't sit down and discuss questions. Only thing that I do is I make sure I get the names right.
I have a few questions. I normally have a few questions. So okay.
So why do you have questions?
Well, because
But you told us at the beginning of this podcast you lived it.
Well, I did, but so I like to bring us back. So getting back to on track. Yeah, man. Now I don't even know where we are because we stopped it, but it doesn't matter. Getting back on track. Every marriage has good times, bad times, and then you get to resolutions and you keep going. Y'all have made it 23 years. That's something to be celebrated. It is. It's something to be celebrated. We are living in a life and a time of fair weather people and things that are fickle. And I truly believe that love is something you grow in, and the person you are with is always changing, and you have to find a way to grow with them.
Question.
So the question, no, it's context. the question is, how have you guys learned to grow with each other? And I want to give you some context to that question. When I ask you how have you learned to grow with each other, sometimes it's as simple as learning to compromise. And what I like to use the phrase, not all hills are worth dying on.
Tell me your battles.
Tell me exactly. Tell me the hill that you found out that in your marriage you don't have to die on. You can let this go.
That's a lot of hills.
Yeah, well, I understand. Good. Then let them pick one.
It goes back to just choosing your battles. Some things are not even worth giving it that space.
But what if
once you start that argument, it moves on to something else. And it really wasn't that big of a deal for me.
For you.
Yeah.
Tony, who's more argumentative, you or Carla?
I can answer that one.
Oh, my wife.
And I ain't even married
My
to her.
wife, no doubt.
Excuse me?
One thing for sure is that, some things that, I don't know if it just comes from the military or whatever have you, but sometimes we are instilled in certain things in certain ways, and it's almost no compromising in those things. It's just that one of those things sometimes you have to give those up. You have to, take a deep breath and say, damn, she's been knowing for 20 years, I don't like this, and she still does it. And you would think, like, is she doing this intentionally or just to fuck with me? Or what? But then you learn there's a part of you that has to adjust, okay? And that works both ways now. So there are some things that sometimes I can tell my wife 100 times, sweetheart, this, and she would not listen to me. Somebody else tells her, bam, first time she's like, oh, you know what you call told me? You like, God, you got me shitting. Damn, you think so, baby? Well, maybe you ought to try that. Is it working? It's working, ain't it? Damn. Imagine if you'd have known it 20 years ago. That's just one of those things, man. But it's all about don't let the small stuff eat at you. Don't let the small stuff eat at you, man. Don't let all the small stuff eat at you. I'm gonna tell you another thing. It's good for you guys to sit down and rate your relationship. I don't care if you do it monthly, you do it yearly, or whatever have you. But I'm going to tell you, if you do it frequently, the more you have a barometer to measure everything on. You could say, well, damn, because you should never, ever, ever ask your wife to be honest with you. what the hell I'm gonna say? Be honest with me, blah, blah, this, that, and that. Oh no, you've been lying to me the whole time.
now you want to be honest with you?
Yeah. So you have to put your cards on the table, face up. Face up.
I agree with that 100%.
Thank you.
When I started dating my wife, I told her, she probably gonna kill me for this, but I told her, I said, listen, if you ask me how many women I've ever been with, I can't tell you. I said, I can't tell you.
Would that be a conversation? That
And
ridiculous.
We talked about it, and like you was talking about not leaving blood on the street. I messed around with a girl in high school. She had a baby, tried to see if it was mine.
Okay.
Tried 10 years after high school, 20 years after high school. Damn, I'm starting to tell my age. But anyway.
You know something? Let me hold you right there for a second. That tells me that you have some integrity.
Right. And, but I told my wife, and I said, you know what? I think it's a possibility, and this is why I think it's a possibility. And she was like, what she said? She said it's not mine, but I'm just, me as a man, this is just how I feel. So, when you get into that relationship of being honest and putting those cards on the table, nobody can step into your relationship and start to play your cards for you.
Mm-hmm. Put me at peace, God.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, Carla, I'm going to ask you this. If you had to take one thing, one characteristic, one physical, anything about Tony, physical or characteristic that every man should have, what would it be?
The way he take care of you. And that's
the way he does what?
Just always on top of everything. Tony is a manly man where he's going to be in control of the more important things. Now, he's going to let me do what I need to do, but when it comes to stability and taking care of the house or whatever needs to be done, he's going to make sure that's done. I can kind of sit back. As a woman, women are just naturally warriors. We kind of overthink things. Mm-hmm. And he's real good at putting my mind at ease as, I got that, baby. Don't even think about it. Don't worry about it. It's taken care of. Whether it's taken care of or not, he's going to handle it. Mm-hmm. He's going to make sure all the providing and loving and the kids and anything you need, he got that. I might have to do my own wants.
Whenever my son, DeAngelo, has a serious issue, he would not ring his mother's phone. She would probably never know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't even know.
He would call me, we'll discuss it. I give him that tongue lashing, and situation is taken care of. Next thing you know, what do he call you for? What do he want? What's going on?
But it's already fixed.
If he wanted to talk to you, if he wanted you to know, he would have called you.
That's funny because I've heard several times him say, man, you know what my dad would say to me? You know what my dad would say to me? If we was doing this, you know what my dad would say to me? And it's kind of resonating now, hearing you make those statements because, I can let you know that the things that you have told him or taught him have been of value. He's still a hardhead.
Oh, no doubt.
He's still a hardhead.
Okay.
But he does value your input because I've heard it a million times before meeting you. You know what? If I needed some money and I call my dad right now, this is what he would say. If I don't get these tires fixed on this car, this is what he gonna say. Man,
it's so funny. We just had a conversation, and I said to myself, they might be in my car. My check engine light was on 2 days before, a day before they came.
Yep.
I made sure I took my shit to the Land Rover because this light don't need to be on when he comes.
I swear.
Because and you know what I told Clinton? I said he's gonna say, "You look good, like you eating good. You got this, you got that. Maybe your priorities in the wrong spot of your check engine light."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, so.
Dude,
look like your TV work, but you got cable, you got computers around. but your check engine light on. And you know what I told also tell Clint? I said, I'm going to get the check engine light on because I got to get this off because I don't want to give him a reason to look at these tires. Clint looked at my tires the other day. He was like, you going to get something? I'm like, man, you know how much tires cost? No, I'm going to get the check engine light off first, and then we'll
That's what I told him.
talk about it.
I said, he's like, yeah, man, I had to get this check engine light fixed before my dad get here because, you know, this is what he going to do. And everything he said was exactly what he said. I said, but man, he go look at them tires.
That's exactly what he said. I was like, yeah, it was shit. He gonna see their check engine light. That shit gonna be.
He gonna miss the check engine light, but he gonna see the tires. You know.
One of the worst things a father can do for a son is give them money. I never ever give my kids money. Ooh. I will loan them money.
Wow.
Interest free. But they are grown men.
Might as well give some.
I will loan them money. I don't care if you pay me back $2 a week. It's gonna come out of your pay. You know, like I tell my son, I said, look, sometimes I'm gonna let you bleed. They ain't gonna let you die.
That's exactly what he said for real.
Hey, if you had to tell a woman who's a single mother, she just met a man, and she's having second thoughts about dating. Or maybe she just don't want to date. Carla, what would you tell her about why you gave Tony a chance?
Well, now, I didn't let my kids meet anyone but Tony.
Okay.
You know, that's something she needs to do by herself before she introduce her kids to every man.
But it got to be a reason why you let us meet him.
Well, yeah, because I thought he was the one. I'm not just going to, let him meet every person I date.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That didn't look good. So once me and Tony started dating, then I can bring my kids into it. So.
Okay. So basically, don't just bring a bunch of men around your kids. Make
exactly.
sure
Exactly.
you're thinking about pursuing.
Hey, ladies.
I mean, but who's going to actually
Two Cent the podcast
know
doesn't
that
judge.
you're going to be with that one man as soon as you meet him that Saturday?
Right.
Why would you let your children meet him on Monday?
Some women do that.
Right.
Well, that's not cool. That's not cool for the children.
I'm not. Guess what? I agree with you. I also know what it looks like for me to take your side. I'm being honest with you,
true.
but I'm being
That's true.
tell her.
That's true.
I watch this, mama.
That's not. That's
Mama, guess what? I agree with you. I also know what it looks like for Two Cent the podcast to be in any part of that shit you talking about.
I agree.
But
You know,
what I'm
Watch
also
this,
saying
watch
is
this, watch this.
that,
Clinton, we both agree, but we both know what it looks. Tony, would you please tell us
but
what
at
it
the
looks like
same
for us to be
time,
a part of it?
DeAngelo, you wouldn't have respected him if I had brought 8 more men in
Before
between
him.
them.
First of
You
all,
see what I'm saying?
I have to respect the man that you tell me
But
to
if I
respect.
brought 8, it's like you don't just stop.
I gotta respect all damn 8. I'm still a child.
Exactly, but you don't know which one because he's
Well,
gone.
that's true.
He's gone.
Yeah, because after
So
a
you
while
start
it
losing
becomes
it.
routine.
Right.
right.
No,
After a
well,
while it
yeah.
becomes routine.
Okay, so before we drag that out, Tony, young man is listening to you right now. He just met a young woman. She has 3 kids. What do you tell him
Bruh.
what do you tell this young man?
Man, don't tell me shit. Don't even call me. What
Can you
call
let me finish the question, DeAngelo?
Clinton? 3 kids and they all boys. Man, hell out of here. They probably want to fight me. Hell no. Don't tell me shit. Matter of fact, don't even give me her number. Matter of fact, stop saying her name around me.
I understand.
Tony,
I truly understand. But what you have to realize is, right, so you have to go back into my past, and I'm not going to go too deep in this because
Yeah, we got in trouble for that last
yeah, we're
time.
kind of
son.
getting no. This is okay. Now I don't want anybody in the room that does not know this to say, damn. Okay, I'm just letting you know now. Okay, my mom had 11 children, and a man married her.
Wait, he married her after she had 11 kids?
See, there you go.
What year
there is it.
What
That's
year-
that.
what
That's
year
that. Oh wow, son, I didn't expect that from you. But,
What?
but-
No, I'm not,
Wait, no.
I'm
hold
not
on,
judging.
Hold on.
He was an astronaut? What'd he do?
so-
President? because I got to be the president.
He was selling drugs or
So-
something.
It wasn't even no drugs back then.
No, it wasn't. That
was a real man. How about that?
that was back.
More
That
of
was
a
back
man
in the
than I'm.
early 60s.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, I would say, first of all, before you try to approach a woman with children, first of all, you need to have. Now, when I speak of backpack, I'm talking about all of your issues, right? If you got children outside, over here, with that and the other, if you got 3 kids by 3 different women, your kids got to know you. And not just know your name. They got to know your personality. That means go around them, be around them. You ain't got to be around their mom. You do not have to be around their mothers, even if it was just a one-night stand or a 3-month date.
Or a chick from Germany. It don't matter.
It does not matter. Okay, so therefore, you have to know what you got. Okay, once you got your backpack loaded and you could carry it, you have to understand that you got to ask her to put down all her cards face up.
Okay.
And the only thing you could do is take her for a word.
All right, DeAngelo.
We getting to the end of this, but I want to ask a question to both of y'all. If for a young man, a young woman, old man, a young woman, pondering marriage at this point, if somebody said, what is the single most important thing that you can remember that made your marriage work? What did you discover that made it work? What did you learn that you could apply to make it work? What would you say? First,
Ladies first.
Go ahead, Mom.
I would probably start out with communication, listening, because if you listen, then you can see their point of view, and maybe your point of view is not always so right, or, it's always 2 virgins. Communication, choosing your battles.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just putting in your 100%, he'll come along. And you always remember, a happy wife, he get a happy life.
Why women always say that shit? Like it's only one person.
Because if your wife is happy, you're not going to have a reason to be mad. Think about it. Just honestly think about that.
You sound good.
Think
Go.
about it.
I hear you.
All right, Tony, what you got?
All right. One thing I want to say is that, well, a couple of things I want to say. One thing that's very, very important is that, guys, I'm going to tell y'all right now, a long time ago, my mother told me no to a certain individual. And I said, Mom, you just don't know. You just don't know. And I went ahead with that, and that was the wrong one, and I should have listened.
Amen.
But that's part of growing up. That's part of maturity, okay? The thing is that, first of all, be 100% real with who you are and what you have to give. Do not come faking it. Do not come faking it. And the only thing, like I said earlier, the only thing you can ask of her is to, hey, look, where you at? What are you looking for? Because I'm looking for this. And if they're not looking for all of that you're willing to give or looking to receive, let them be real about it and know what you're getting yourself into. And then you decide how far you want to go with that.
That's what's up. Well, we
Equally
want
yoked.
equally yoked.
Yeah.
Well, we
Gotta
want to
have the same things in mind. Want the same things.
Feel you.
Well, you know what? We want to thank you guys for coming on here. This is probably our second longest podcast.
I don't think it's that long. I think we just cut it up. A little
No,
bit.
it's we were almost at an hour the first
Word?
yeah.
Oh.
And then now we at almost 30 minutes.
All right.
And I like my theme song, and it's pretty long.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make sure we get my theme song up in there.
We appreciate
Yeah.
y'all being on.
And then you guys made a pit stop here in Oregon. What's the next stop?
Home.
Going to Vegas.
We going home, then we head to Vegas.
Okay,
That's-
back to Atlanta, then to Vegas.
Yeah.
Y'all doing a lot of traveling in this COVID environment.
No, they got.
I know.
Must have some money at you.
My wife demands, and I have to,
Told you, a happy wife.
Happy wife, happy life. Hey, thank everyone for tuning in to another episode of 2 Cent the Podcast. This has been
Shades
the
of Love.
Shades of Love
Episode
with
1.
DeAngelo Gillespie and his parents, Carla and Tony. Been married for 23 years. If y'all didn't hear that the first 17 times. We want to thank you guys and appreciate you guys for tuning in and appreciate you guys for being on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This has been.
Hey, hold on.
Nope. This has been my 2 cent.
I can't say nothing. I want to tell them what a billboard is.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That's a good thing.
You're damn right.
All right.
So our billboard is on MLK and Prescott. So if you guys haven't seen our billboard, please go by, take a look at it, let us know you saw it. You can reach us at, what is our email? 2centthepodcast@gmail.com.
That is the number 2 cent the podcast at gmail.com. Listen, if you went out there and you saw our billboard, the first 5 people that tell us what business our billboard is located above, we're going to cash app you some money. The first 5 people now, we ain't got a lot, but it's going to be the first 5 people. Hey, once again, thank you for checking out 2 Cent the Podcast.
This has been 2 Cents, the podcast, hosted by Clinton Washington, with co-host DeAngelo Gillespie, brought to you by Underway Entertainment and Pound the Pavement Productions. Thanks for listening.